How do you feel about City's current form?
Well, I feel like a month ago we were in a bit of a dive, in a bit of a nosedive, but we picked it up again, and even though they lost at home to Birmingham 3-1, take it on a chin, we moved on and we caught a nice W against Derby. That was good, so I think we're back on the rise after a bit of dip in form, and yeah, it's pretty good.
I'm happy where we're at. I just think the additions we made, I think we can take it a step further. I think we can get to the playoffs this year, and I think we can have a real push last leg of the season.
Yeah, because we're kind of coming up to the business end of the season of that.
Yeah, we are. Of course we are. And we made a great signing in the midfield. I think that'll help us. And Naki Wells flicking on the knock-ons, I think that'll really help us.
I think Naki Wells is going to be all right, provided he gets the service. You know, these sort of blade strikers, they need the service, and I think Eliasson can do that. So I think, I think I'm quite positive.
I think we're doing very well considering the big boys we're coming up against. I think we're doing very well to hang in there, and hopefully we'll manage to just get into the top 6.
I think we're underachieving. I think we do a lot better than what we are, yeah, definitely.
Inconsistent. That's our problem at the moment. We never quite know what we're going to get,
We seem to go on these runs, and then suddenly we go through a little sticky patch and everyone starts panicking.
There seemed to be a bit of a sort of downcast mood at the club about a month ago. Yeah. Things have turned around.
Yeah, I think a lot of people say the same thing when they're losing. Johnson 8, but I think when we're turning out performances, I went away to Reading and he had a great performance there, and same with QPR. I think when we have performances like that, you can't argue, can you?
You always got back the manager, aren't you? He's been here 4 or 5 years now, Lee, so he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. I think he gets criticised a lot, but at the end of the day, who else is going to come here and do what he's done?
And I've got to say, when Lee Johnson did take over, we were facing relegation from the Championship, and the amount that he has improved this side is tremendous, and the position that he's got us to, although in that bit of form it's not the best, and we do want to be pushing for the Premier League, but I've got to say he's done a good job, and I think he just needs a bit more time. We'll get there eventually.
How long have you been coming down to the gate?
Oh my God, I don't want to say. Probably too long. Really? I think the first time I seen it was about middle of the 60s, I think. Well, it was about this high. So.
Middle of the 60s?
Yeah.
50, 60, I can't do my maths there. Was
about
it
the time
5 years?
About the time, yes. Do I look that old?
No, you don't.
That's good. That's good. Yeah.
Do you remember England winning the World Cup, do you, in 60s?
We've just been talking about it, yeah. Just about, yeah.
How do you think City are doing at the minute?
We're doing quite well, but we're also losing a few games as well.
Yeah. Do you think that we're losing the type of games that we should maybe be winning?
Yeah, we're losing against Birmingham and clubs that are a lot lower down the table.
Naki Wells, I think that's a good signing.
Yeah.
Help Big Dave out at the front,
I think he'll do really well, Naki Wells.
Yeah.
I think great addition to the team.
Oh yeah, he looks good. Like last week, that header he put in, that was nice.
And his goal scoring pedigree, it sort of speaks for itself, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. When he's at West QPR, wasn't it? Yeah, he's banging them in up there. It's all good. Yeah.
How do you feel about the club's new signings? How do you think that's settling in?
Pretty good actually, but they're not getting played as much as I thought they would be.
One of my concerns is, it's great bringing players in like that, but it's also, you want to see some of those youngsters coming through, and we got a couple of youngsters that have been doing really well out on loan, and it might have been nice to give one of them a chance as well. It's
I suppose it gets to that point now where there's so much at stake. A place in the playoffs, a place in the Premier League. It's like it would be amazing if a youngster came in and made that happen. But
Johnson needs instant success. So at this stage of the season, he can't really gamble, can he? No.
Naki Wells, obviously proven goal scorer. Do you think he's a good signing for City?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. He's. I thought his finish last game down here was superb. Yeah, he got up so high. Yeah. It's not the biggest player in the world, but he certainly got up high and he knew exactly where to put it. So let's hope he gets lots more.
I know it's kind of a pointless question because no one knows what's going to happen. But what does your heart tell you about where is City going to end up this season?
Playoffs for me. Come on, you got to be playoffs. It's got to be playoffs.
I think they're just about to make the playoffs. Yeah.
I reckon we're actually going to make it into the playoffs this year.
If we really, really push it, we could get maybe 6th, but realistically around about 9th or 8th, something like that, 10th maybe.
I think we'll get into the playoffs, but we won't do very well, so I'd say about 6th.
I think we'll probably end up 10th, 11th, something like that. I don't think we'll get playoffs, definitely not.
We think where we are now, 7th. Yeah, about 7th. I think we'll just miss out, but hey, if we do get there, it'd be nice. Don't get me wrong,
but think we'll just miss out?
Yeah, just.
Why do you think that?
Oh,
you don't want to get your hopes up?
I don't. Well, yeah, maybe, like, but I don't. There's so many. Who can tell? Like, there's so many good clubs in this division, isn't there? Like, I mean, it's a lottery, isn't it?